This morning I did the worst thing what anybody can do in the morning. I slept in. So I had to do the school run like this. I was a little bit wetter, so a bit like a drowned rat, and if any of you guys at home are parents, you'll know what it's like to do the school run looking like an absolute tramp. So I'm due to be filming today anyway, so I thought I would show you what my 10-minute morning makeup was normally like. Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube tutorial. I'm Claire of Harry Jon. If you don't know me, I am a mum of two, an entrepreneur. I do hair and makeup for anything from 17 up to 70. And today I am showing you my 10-minute morning makeup routine. So today I'm just going to show you the basics and then you can add to it or take away as you like. Okay, so I've already prepped my skin with the PIXIE rose oil first. My skin's really dry and quite dehydrated, so you might want to skip that step if you're more oily and you don't need the added moisture. Today's moisturiser I've used is from The Ordinary. It's just one that I have in my kit. Next, a little bit of MAC Strobe Cream. So I'm just going to apply this to the high points of my face. This reflects the light, so it'll just give the illusion that we've got some radiance and our skin is all young. Usually I would use the RIMMEL Perfect Matte Foundation. And I have the soft beige and the natural beige in two colours, but today I don't have any tan. I'm slightly lighter and these can look a little bit umpa-lumperish if I try to use these. So today instead I'm going to use the HD Brows Foundation, which is slightly heavier, but it is buildable, so if you use it with a nice big fluffy brush you don't need to put a lot on. It covers really well. It's great on rosacea, it's great for covering acne, it's great if you like a lot of foundation, it's great if you are hormonal and you have hot flushes. I use a Real Techniques brush. This is the HD foundation and I put a couple of tiny drops on the end of the brush and then buff it in. The Rimmel Perfect Match has a little bit more luminosity to it. It is a lot lighter and it's a lot more dewy. So I do like that one, but the colour just is not right for today. In fact, even my husband, who never comments on anything, commented last week and said, "You're looking a little bit orange." So it's not a good look. Let's not use that one. Go straight over the eyelids with this as well. Cover everywhere. I try not to go too much in my eyebrows because it just makes your eyebrows look weird. Just keep adding to, so if you've got any red patches on your cheeks or your chin or what, you've got a pinker nose or anything like that, just keep building up all over, even coverage, and then stipple anywhere that you feel like you need a little bit more. Next, I have a MAC contour palette. So this one is one of mine that's been made up and it has obviously been used to death. So the shades I use are Bone Beige and Shadester. And I use these with an angle brush, which is like this. So I'm going to use the side of the brush, pushing into the lighter shade. So that was Bone Beige. I'm going to take this into the cheekbones and push up. Into the cheekbone and push up. So I'm pushing into the cheekbone, pushing up, push up. So because you're pushing most of the product where you want it and then you're fanning it out. Use what's left down the side of my nose, the other side of my nose. Then I go underneath my jaw and see. Now I've started to drop a little bit here, so I always feel like if I put it underneath, I just get a slightly stronger jawline and it helps camouflage the up and coming jowls. I'm going to mix a tiny bit of the darker colour in now. So I'm mixing the two, a dab of each. Going into the cheekbones still. Then what's left on there, I'm going to go into the creases. So I'm still pushing on the side corner of this brush. I'm not putting it flat. I'm going in, so it's got, because we're going on an angle, it's kind of create that shape of the brush is going to create the gradient for it, so it's nice and fast. Same brush, and then I'm using the high definition bronzer in medium dark. So I'm just going to take this over the tops of my cheeks. Up the sides of my nose, a little bit over my eyes. And then I want to go down my neck. Next, the Sleek palette, and this is their contouring and blush palette, and they have this really cute pinky shade in there, which is this one. It's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. It's quite a soft pink, but it's slightly warm. It's kind of got like a gold fleck in it that's got a bit of an iridescent. So with dry skin, again, this looks quite nice, gives you a bit of a youthful. And then I'm probably classed as a mature makeup now because I'm 41, and I feel like my face is starting to drop a little bit. So I always like to put this bit on my cheeks so it just makes it look a bit fuller and fresher. It makes me look like I still got little youthful cheeks. Don't girls pull some faces when we work in the mirror? Does anybody else do that? Next is MAC Soft and Gentle, and this time I'm using still the same angle brush, but I'm going to use the very, very tip of it. So I'm taking this into the powder on the tip. I'm going to go up the cheekbones and across the cheeks. Can you see that? It's super, super soft. So it's a really nice one on a mature makeup. I'll take a little bit of this over my eyelids. I first found this product because my friend Rosie was wearing it across her eyelids. It looked really pretty, so I was like, I need some of that in my life. So this is definitely one of my favourites. So that is the highlighter. That is all we're doing. The High Definition Eye and Brow Palette. So this is an eye and brow palette that you can use for eyes and brows, obviously. It's silica based, so it lasts for ages. This is the shade Foxy palette, which is like this. So you get a few shades in it. It's about £30 it retails for. I also stock this, so if any clients watching that you can buy this. You use this for your brows and for your eyes. So I'm taking this lighter shade here. I'm just going to apply a little bit across and smoke out the under eye. But this is literally like a contour, so you pretty much just add in a little bit of lift on your eye. And then I'm going to, this brush, where's this brush from? But this brush was from an Anastasia palette. It's just like a little thingy one, but it's quite nice, this little smudgy brush. And then I use this one on the end. So the same colour again. I'm just going to go into the crease of my eye and fan out so it's round and lifting out, up and out. Next, I'm using a fine angle brow brush from High Definition, and then I'm going to take that same colour, so this lighter colour first, and then I am going to do my brows. So I'm starting brows. If anyone doesn't know, you should be starting with your nose and going up from your nose through your pupil is where your arch should be, and through your nose to the end of your eye is where the end of your brow should be. So this needs extending a little bit. My brow arch on this side should be a little bit higher, so you can see on this side it needs to come up a little bit. Then like this, I want to be like this, and then I've got a slightly wider nose, so I like to bring my eyebrows in a little bit so it's in line with my eyes and just give your eyes a bit more of a frame. So I work with the inner edge of my nose and bring the brow in here. If you've got a narrow nose, you'll want to work with the outside of your nose, vice versa, but kind of just do aesthetics. You don't want to look like your eyebrows too far apart, and you don't want them to look like you're angry. So we're using that light colour. We're going in here, so kind of ignore where your brows are a little bit. So I'm putting the first line at the bottom, and then I'm going to marry up on the other side as best as we can. Now you can see that this eyebrow needs to be taken in slightly down, and this one needs to be taken in slightly up. I'm now going to tap in this one and a tap of the darker one. And instead of going with the arch, I'm going to start bringing it out. It's the brows that's always the thing. You'll save yourself like 10 minutes if you're not used to doing brows by just going and getting them microbladed. There's so many things you can do your eyebrows now. Microblading, laminating, HD. So I'm going to go slightly above this one So we want to start getting the baseline in as close or a bit more even. I'm literally only tapping on the eyebrow palette because it is so pigmented. It is a very, very good palette. And I'm just going to bring the top and just get a bit of definition. And then this front bit where we've got a little bit of product, what's left on the brush, I'm just going to fan up. And then other side, then we're going to start building this up. So this probably takes me the longest in the morning, but it's still only a few minutes. And when you get the swing of it, you're kind of doing it a lot faster. So it's only because I'm doing it for you guys, I'm trying to make sure I do it right, because if I cock up, it don't look like I know what I'm doing. How's that? Does that look okay? It's always weird because you see it here and then you'll go and see yourself in the mirror and think, actually, they don't look very good. It's hard when the mirror is not so close. It's difficult. If you do mess up on your eyebrows, or your eyebrows need shaping and they're a little bit fuzzy, then you can use this HD brow highlighter, which has its own little sharpener around the end, and it has this little pencil, and then you can literally just go in and shape your brows out. And it'll just make them a little bit tidier. I love this, it hides everything. This is a Peaches and Cream PC 5.3 brush, which is just really, really thin. And I'm just gonna go along and just drag that product right the way across. So it's all blended. Nobody would know. We have perfect brows. And HD brows also do a brow cream and a pencil. So depending on what you prefer, you can tweak this. You can do your eyebrows in powder first and then go over the very ends of it in a cream or a pencil to make it a little bit heavier and a bit more ombre if you want to go for that kind of look. So there's lots of different ways you can do it. So drop me in the comments and let me know what you prefer your eyebrows to look like. Some people completely freak out about eyebrows and they're like, no way, I don't want anything on my eyebrows because you make me look like I got slicks. That's it, guys. So I've whizzed the irons through my hair, and you can find a tutorial link at the end of this video. I've just added in a little bit of a gel liner. This liner is the Precision Gel Liner from Illamasqua in their Black Infinity shade. And this, I got this little diddy pot from, as a freebie sample. So this one's in my little makeup bag. And I've added in a little bit of a lip liner. This one is shade 10 from Pierre René, and it's one of their Lipmatic waterproof pencils. I just do it just to add a little bit of colour. I haven't got much pigment to my lips naturally, so I like to just add a little bit more in. But you might have a beautiful pout, so you don't even need to do that. Is it? That is my morning routine. If there's anything else that you would like to see, please let me know. Also drop in the comments what you think the best product is or what your favourite takeaway from this video was. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell for be notified, and to drop me a comment, because all those things help grow the channel and help me get noticed more on YouTube. Keep following for my DIY hair series. I'm going to be showing you how you can put your hair up. So with festival, races, wedding season, all those things all coming up, I'm going to be posting a lot of videos up. So keep watching and stay tuned. Thanks for watching.